This is Steve with the New Money Fight Club. I'm here with Blair Sannoh. How are you doing today?
Doing good.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm excited to have this interview because you're one-on-one as a pro. You're going to be going in there against Emanuele for your third fight. It's going to be a real barn burner of a fight for sure. And your previous two fights are against guys that we're good buddies with at our podcast. So your previous fight for UNF, you actually defeated Jake Babian. Tell us how that one went down.
Kind of how I expected. You know, he came out hot, you know, trying to put the pace, but he put too much pace, didn't pace himself out. He got tired. I don't get tired. And, yeah, you know, I did what I do best, put the pressure and, you know, pick my strikes and, yeah, get him out of there.
Yeah, yeah. And that was like June, July of last year, right?
That was March of last year.
Excuse me. Yeah, a bit earlier. And then you had a bit of time off. And then we saw you for the first time when you were in the Bay Area at SF Combat when you faced Theo Hague. And then that fight didn't quite go your way, right? I think Theo got a rear naked choke for that one. I bet you want to get that one back.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely. Yeah, you know, with fighting, you know, everybody wants to fight the guy that they, you know, last lost to if they lose, if they've lost. But, you know, kind of with fighting, you kind of have to go and take it in stride, meet him down the road a little bit later.
Yeah.
You can't sulk on it. You can't just bask in it. You got to improve, learn from it, grow, and hopefully you can get it back down the road.
Especially as a pro.
As a pro,
yeah. So tell me about that. And you know, if you don't want to go into it too much, but I like asking folks about these lessons that they learn from something like that. And we know Theo real well. What did you take away from that loss? How did that make you a better fighter?
You know, I don't feel like anything in the cage was too surprising to me. I mean, there's obviously things that led to him, you know, getting that rear naked choke. You know, he took advantage of a wrong turn that I made. But, you know, also outside of the cage, just making sure that everything around me beforehand is tailored to me.
Like your personal situation?
Corner, just everything. So, yeah.
Sounds like being a professional. Yeah. So your opponent coming up here at UNF 16, Emanuele Asdo, right? He is a tough man. I think this is some phenomenal matchmaking by George for this one. You guys seem really well matched up for this one.
Okay.
You've seen some tape on him, I'm sure, right? What do you know about him? What are you expecting?
You know, just taller guy, big guy. Not the first time, you know, I fought someone tall. I think I've been the shorter man every single one of my fights, amateur and pro. But, you know, I'm expecting for him to wrestle. You know, I don't expect for him to stand, but I don't think he's a bad striker. I don't think he's just somebody that's, you know, it's just, you know, a garbage striker or anything like that. But, you know, I do expect that at some point he's going to try to shoot him for the takedown. We'll be prepared for that. I know he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I'll respect it and everything that he brings to the table, but ultimately I'm coming out on top.
Yeah, I love your spirit, man. And also looking over your IG, we're doing a little research for this interview. You seem like you're a family man too. You're a very well-rounded guy. Yeah, I really like to see that. So how do you balance family and work and having a professional fight career?
It's tough. I mean, it's a lot of sacrifice. You know, even me being in the Navy.
And you're in the you're active duty Navy?
Active duty Navy. You know,
Amazing.
It's tough. You know, I work 12 hours overnight. You got to make the sacrifices, you know what I mean? If you want something, it is what it is. You got to cut out certain things, you know, going out and things like that. I'm not a guy that likes to party or anything like that or, you know, be out late at night. But, you know, there's times, you know, maybe I just want to hang out with the guys. That's got to go to the gym.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You know, when you're doing a job like this, it is a life and death matter. People don't really understand that until, you know, someone, unfortunately, you know, loses their life or gets seriously hurt. But this is a life and death matter for me, so I take it very serious.
It's incredible. Yeah, to balance all that, family, active duty military, and have a thriving fight career. How old are you right now?
30. I just turned 30 in November.
You're in your prime. You're absolutely in your prime. Yeah. You're going to be on this scene for quite a long time.
Yes, sir.
Maybe we get that rematch with Theo Hague if you walk out of there with a spectacular victory.
I would like that.
I wouldn't mind seeing you call him out. No offense, Theo. I love Theo Hague. You know,
no,
he's a very respectful good man.
He's a good dude.
He's a great dude.
It's all competitive for me.
Right.
He seems like a stand-up dude.
He is. He's truly solid. A lot of respect for him in the Bay Area. He's a well-liked fighter.
Yeah, so, I like him.
Yeah, I mean, he tried to kill you.
He ain't no bad dude.
Yeah, all right. Well, Blair Sannoh, appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Really looking forward to seeing you shine at UNF 16, and then after you walk out of there victorious, let's do another interview, and then we'll keep talking. We're going to watch the rise of you this year. I have a good feeling about that.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, and we're out.